is Rusty Bowers.
Thanks, Ken. My name is Rusty Bowers, fourth-generation Arizonan, and I'm applying for a job. And I'm applying for the job of your congressman. And the job for you then is to evaluate my resume and to see if I bring the skills, the values, the character that are necessary to serve and serve you well and correctly for the time that you allow me to stay. And so what are the things that are important to you? In the Constitution, Cleon Skousen once said there were 286 golden threads, golden values that undergird the words of the Constitution. And if those threads are not appreciated, if those values are not appreciated, then the words just become a well-guarded piece of paper. Because the values of America have to be maintained. What are the values that are important to you that a constitutional, appreciating person should have? How about character, industry, thrift, family values, courage, integrity? Wouldn't those be things that you would want to have your congressman to possess? Not just to talk about. Or we could say we want a show horse or a workhorse. We can have talk or we can have do. And I present to you a life of service in Arizona. I'm 57 years old. I see a light in the tunnel, and it's not the illumination pattern on the fountain of youth. It's age coming at me. And I have 7 children. One is right here, and he's aiming a camera at me, so be careful with that thing. And then my wife, Donetta. We have 7 children, and almost 7 now grandchildren. And when we look at those grandchildren, and we see the incredible profligacy of a government that's run amok, and the impression and the debt and the difficulty that will place on our children, that makes us want to stand back up and fight. I'm the only one in this particular company that has legislative experience. I have served in the legislature through the 90s up to 2001. I've worked in private industry since then, representing 7,000 to 10,000 blue-collar working Arizonans in the sand and gravel industry, where my father taught us boys with a shovel early on in life. And so I have that other little part of my resume. I'm the bald Eagle Scout with 4 Eagle Scout sons. And we've worked in scouting, my wife and I, for over 30 years. And we have a wonderful family. We've had church and service organizations, worked with the Optimist Club, and I've been on a border commission. I've been on the Arizona Sonora Commission, on the Governor's Water Commission. Had a broad breadth of experience across Arizona and its policy making. But most of all, I'm a father. And this last night, when I had a little dream about my grandson, Lorenzo, and we were in the middle of a big river, and it was him and me and his mom. And I thought, how am I going to get him out of this river? It was like being in the Potomac, very, very wide. And I've thought of that in the context of a citizen, and of a constituent, and of a father, of what we're facing as we make this incredible choice. So I would invite your review. Please go to rustycountry.com. That tells a little bit about me. It tells about what I've done as a legislator, so you can know that you never have to worry whether Rusty Bowers will be pro-life, because I am. You'll never have to worry about me being pro-Second Amendment, because I was one of the guys that brought you concealed carry, and now we've got even constitutional carry. So now my kids can pack. And you'll never have to worry whether I'm pro-private property rights or pro-states' rights, because I have a record that shows it. You'll never have to worry whether I love the Constitution, and whether at times I've had to make very difficult choices, standing on a principle rather than on a political perspective. And I'm very grateful to be here, part of a great group of people, and I'd like to present those thoughts to you and those attributes